Welcome to the garage, everybody. So today we're doing an update on our go-kart build that we've been putting off because I've been focusing on other projects. I got good news and I got bad news. Good news, we got a lot of work done. Bad news, I broke it already. So there won't be any driving of the kart tonight, but let me show you what I did. Alright, so we've had it up on the table and now it's done enough that we can put it back on the floor. We cut some angle iron, drilled holes, and riveted into place so that now I have a battery box in the front. Also, having the battery in the front adds me a little weight to the front of the cart, make sure I have good traction and better steering. You can see I have the power cables. I had to extend them, and they're all tucked up nice and neat underneath here. Nothing where they'll catch in the feet of the driver. They're tucked underneath the seat. See all our wires back here, nice and tidy. For our brake, we already had this bar here. I added a spring so we have good return of our brake, and then we attached a clamp here. That's what actually holds the cable welded on a nut. That's my cable stop. And it runs back here to a band brake. It's not pretty, but it works. For the throttle, we used the cable it already had to adjust it. It runs right along here and right onto the stock carburetor. All the ignition wires that we looked at, tucked up nice and neat. Go down under the pan, through the pan right here. Come through, back over here, doubled up the excess and make it nice and neat and tidy. For the exhaust, this exhaust normally comes in straight back. Comes here and goes straight back. But I had to chop it and rotate it down and then welded it up. It's not the most good looking welds, but they're strong. And then for the muffler, I went ahead and added some tack welds right here. See if I can hold this still. I added some tack welds so that it can't back off either. So now the exhaust comes out and dumps straight down. That should give me plenty of room for the body of the car. The intake, I'll rotate this down later. It'll tuck in right there. The body of the car will sit over this and that'll roll pretty good. For clearance, you can see the lift kit worked. We've got plenty of ground clearance, almost about a fist worth of clearance right there. But you might have spotted it already. This is where we had our failure. Yeah. Our bearing holder, bearing hanger, it gave, and I'm gonna have to remake this part. That is all kinds of twisted. It's twisted in the front and the back. I made it out of too thin of steel. I really should use something thicker, like what the actual bearing holder is. This is like 1/8, and this is like 1/16. So yeah, I should have known better. The other side looks okay. Yeah, it looks okay. But anyways, I'm gonna have to get this back up on the table, or get it lifted up, take the wheel off, take all this apart, and remake this bracket. Once I get this bracket remade, then we just put it all back together with a chain running, and it pulls so hard the cart will actually do wheelies, which is kind of wild with a single-sided drive. The other wheel just free spins. So we're using a band brake, and that works okay. This is a parade car, it doesn't go super fast, and centrifugal clutch and band brakes, it ran really well for the short amount of time it ran. Just this part broke. If I need to upgrade the brakes later, I've got room on this hub. I can add a hydraulic disc brake. So, yeah, it's all put together. Sort of. Now just got to make that repair, add the shell, and she's done. Anyways, I wish I had better news. Sorry, y'all. Hopefully next time I'll have the bearing holder remade, and you'll actually get to see it move. And we'll finally get to call this project done. See you next time.